Hello, this is Retro Kitty1, also known as Ryan Salazar. Now, my video purpose here is to explain about the helicopter kick and also how it relates to a current injury that I just experienced recently. So this injury I have recently is a toe injury, and it's just from you know, stubbing it into a bucket on my front porch. And that bucket, I think, is just like well, it doesn't matter. It's $1, so it's $1. And but actually the worth, what I get from that bucket, is worth more than $1. And like I might be able to do a lot of things with a bucket, but if I get to do a lot of things with it, and if maybe it's somehow more valuable than $1. Take for instance the fight choreography that I do, and the fight choreography from Shenmue, and Tekken's Jin Kazama, and then even also Kazuma Kiryu from Yakuza. These are real legitimate claims. I want everyone to realize and know this, that I had a real degree with royalties given to me to my name, Ryan Salazar, and it wasn't just to Ryan Salazar, but there was, well, I'm not gonna say, I mean, it doesn't matter. I already said my full name before. I don't even care. Ryan Michael Salazar. Okay, so Ryan M. Salazar, because my middle name is Michael. I'm thinking about maybe doing trying out the moonwalk. I think I might have a good handle on the moonwalk. So that's something I was gonna do last night, but I didn't do it. It's good to have good preparation, good environment when you're doing moves, whether they're even dancing or martial arts like fight choreography, because choreography and copyright law is usually just related to dancing, and it can be related to the martial arts, I learned, if they're copying something else from me. Now, there's a manager that explained this to me, and he tells me that well, if they're also copying your looks, these non-instructors, well, then they're gonna owe you well, not, maybe not them, but that, okay, so he's saying that, and I don't know what party is, if it's gonna be Sega, Bandai Namco, whatever. Well, and like I said, hey, Detroit Become Human, might as well Detroit Become Human. I don't know what to say, but I know royalties are great. Trying to be still, holding the camera. Don't want to be cocky looking. Don't want to seem cocky. Okay, royalties are great. Money's great. Free money, money you earn. It's like finding vegetables, fruit in the store, but you have to buy it. Or it's like finding it in the fields, and you're, at your own risk when you eat it yourself. And so, therefore, that's like the way I see copyrights in that. Now, getting back to the subject, because I had to explain these other important aspects of concerning what I'm trying to claim here about the fight choreography. So this helicopter kick is just something that I like to do, and I used to watch Bloodsport, Kickboxer every day, it seemed like, or almost every day after I came out of junior high school. I recorded Kickboxer 1, Kickboxer 2. That's another one I watched. First I would watch Bloodsport, and then those other two movies, which are VHS, so I was going to say video, if it was a VHS cassette back in those days. Had so many recordings of, I recorded it off the TV, because, but I didn't sell it, you see, so I didn't sell it, what I recorded off the TV, so that doesn't mean like it's a crime, you see, so that would be pirating. Now, because I did that, it inspired me, it showed me some moves, and even though the quality of the tape was really bad, quality, because it was like a recorded, kind of a retro fashion, VHS recording that you just do it in your living room. Um, it didn't come out like the best quality, but it was still legible, so I could see the moves, and I did the moves really good at the time. And I'm really proud of myself actually, because that helped make Kickboxer, not Kickboxer, it helped make Tekken for the Jin Kazama guy, because some of those moves are from those movies, Bloodsport, Kickboxer, maybe Kickboxer 2. And then some of those moves also helped make Shenmue, maybe. But a lot of those moves are inspired from Shenmue. And, okay, let me rephrase it again. A lot of those moves from Shenmue are inspired from me, and those are my own moves. Like this Thunder Kick, that's my own move, but it's, it's like an old school move really, but it's not something I recommend everybody just do. Now, there's different moves that I've done, and that's, see, the fight choreography, how do I explain it? It's not that everyone should just say, oh, the fight choreography is useless. It doesn't mean nothing. No. The fight choreography is so important when you're making a movie, when you're making like a video game, a movie, and if it's a realistic video game, you're not going to have a real video game, really, if you don't have good fight choreography, and if you don't have talented person doing it. Now, that was me, and that's why Ryozuki is such a badass in those days, but I never bragged or showed off my talent ever. I was a very humble Mudo Kwan person in my day of my youth at the time, which I'm still young enough to do this. It's funny. Yeah. And so really, what I'm saying here also is this. So this is what I'm saying about the fight choreography in Shenmue and in Tekken and even Yakuza. It's all inspired by my talent, really. I just don't know how, it was composed or anything. These projects, I don't know how they did it, but that's not really my concern as much as the fact that, I'm really, I believe I deserve some credit for what I did, and not just some credit, but, whatever else is, I can get out of it, because I'm a person that doesn't have anything now. As you can see, I'm just, I'm a healthy looking guy, and I'm living, the way I'm living. I don't have, a lot of things I need, but I do have a lot of things that are just a few things that do count to make it, in life, to get ahead in life. And not just to get ahead, but to really make my mark in the world is what I'm trying to do. And, some people just want to get ahead in life. And that's, I was thinking of something else, but I kind of should have worded it different. My aim is to make my mark in the world and not to just, get ahead, like that's, but you have to get ahead. Let me say this, you have to get ahead in life to really, to make it in life. If you don't get ahead in life, how are you going to make it? You see? So it's all kind of related, yes. And the best thing I recommend for myself and for everybody else too, when you're training the martial arts, know your limits. Listen to your body with, like your ears and your mind. You listen to your body when you stretch. You listen to your body when you kick. You listen to your body when you block, strike. You have to always be aware of your joints. If you don't have strong joints, if you're older and, whatever, it's really not recommended you just do karate. It's not recommended you do even martial arts at all. But you could do, I'll tell everyone just basically how the best thing you can do if you want to do a martial art. Do Tai Chi and maybe do yoga, but be careful doing yoga. Be careful with stretching. But Tai Chi is the best martial art to do for your joints and for peace. And don't overstretch when you're doing Tai Chi. Don't hurt yourself is what I'm saying. When you do anything, when you do any activity, it's all common sense. Don't hurt yourself, okay? Don't hurt yourself. Be aware of your joints, your knees. Know your limits. And if you know your limits, and they might be very small limits, you don't have to be like me. You don't have to be, like me, or I'm not saying people have to try to be better than me, but I'm one guy that did the fight choreography of Shenmue, and I did the fight choreography for Tekken's Jin Kazama, and I did the fight choreography also for Yakuza's Kazuma Kiryu. There may be other video games that I've done the fight choreography too for, but I'm not knowing all the, if there's any other, copying of my moves from that year 1995 and beyond that year 1995 that they've, well, I don't know who they is exactly sometimes, but my moves I know have been copied. And a lot of these moves are my own moves too. I want to quote that. See, when they're like my own moves, it doesn't mean that it's an original move from like a karate style or a federation or whatever. See, these are my own moves, a lot of these moves in Shenmue. And that's part of the reason why I also know too that these are my looks. And I know like, well, that's me, that's kind of like me. So in other words, I deserve some credit and whatever I can get. And it's not that I'm just trying to get something for free, because I know I've earned this. I know I've earned something. I've done